Jess and the Monstrous Mess, written by Penny Nolan and illustrated by Elmira Eskandari, and read by Mr. C, the teacher. Jess had the world's messiest bedroom. Each day the mess got bigger and bigger and bigger, until one day the mess came to life and became a monster! Ah! Shrieked Jess. "Who are you?" The monster smiled. "I'm Herbie," he said. "Play with me. We can climb on furniture, draw on walls, and throw things like this." He picked up a basketball and lifted it above his head. "Wait," said Jess. "You'll hit the—" Herbie threw the ball anyway. It knocked over a lamp that toppled a stack of books that flipped over a cage. Something furry dashed out. "Oh no," cried Jess. "Pipsy is lost. I'll never find him in this mess. You need to help me clean up and find my pet." No, Herbie backed away. "Cleaning is not for me." Jess thought for a moment. She needed to find her beloved Pipsy and remove the mischievous monster. She said, "You let him out, so you have to help. It'll be fun, like a game. You like games, don't you?" "Oh, yes, said Herbie. "Games are my favorite." "Pipsy loves snow, so let's rip paper into tiny pieces to make snowflakes. Maybe he will come out and build a snowman." Herbie grabbed a big stack of papers off the floor and rip. When Herbie wasn't looking, Jess carefully reached over and picked off Herbie's crinkly paper tail and spikes. She rolled them into snowballs. Herbie threw his pieces into the air. "This is fun, he said. "Look, I made a blizzard." Little bits of paper swirled and twirled around them. "Oh no!" Jess looked at the paper all over the floor. She held up her snowballs. "That's okay. Let's make snowballs and shoot baskets." She threw hers into the trash can. Herbie scooped up paper snow and packed it tightly. They tossed snowball after snowball into the trash can. Soon, all the paper was cleaned up. Herbie clapped his hands and said, More games! He tried to wiggle his tail. But wait, where did my crinkly tail go? What happened to my spikes? "That's part of the game," said Jess. "Let's keep playing. Pipsy loves to swim. We'll pretend the toys and stuffed animals are in a diving contest. Maybe Pipsy will come out and do a backflip." Herbie snatched a couple of stuffed animals from Jess's hands and said, "My toys don't want to swim. They're thirsty aliens attacking Earth, and they want to drink all the water. Surrender, stuffies, or we'll make you eat rocks." "Eek!" cried Jess. "Giant aliens? Call the Navy. They'll save us." Jess piled toy soldiers and dolls into a toy boat. "Here they come." Jess pointed to the toy chest. "Now, get in that rocket and go back to your own planet." Okay, said Herbie. "Your water tastes too salty anyway." Jess helped march all the toys into the toy chest. When Herbie wasn't looking, she reached over and plucked off Herbie's toy hands and claws. She snuck them into the toy chest. Then Jess closed the lid and yelled, "Blast off!" "More games," said Herbie. He tried to clap his empty sleeves. "But wait, where did my hands go? What happened to my claws?" "That's part of the game," said Jess. "Let's keep playing. Pipsy loves slides, so we'll pile up all these dirty clothes into a big mountain. Maybe Pipsy will come out and slide down. Jess quietly reached over and removed the clothes from Herbie. She added them to the mountain. All that was left of him was a hoodie. "Fun! I'm a dragon that lives on the mountain," said Herbie. "I'm going to breathe fire on everyone." "No, you won't," said Jess. "I'll spray you with water." She held out her arms and wiggled her fingers. She aimed for his stomach and then tickled and tickled and tickled. Herbie fell down laughing. Suddenly his tummy grumbled and rumbled until burp. Pipsy popped out of Herbie's hoodie. Herbie screamed, "Eek, a scary monster! Run away!" He looked down. But wait, where did my feet go? What happened to my legs? "That's part of the game, and he's not a monster. He's my guinea pig," said Jess. Pipsy snuggled in her arms. Herbie yawned and stretched his empty sleeves. "More games?" he asked. Jess looked around the nice, clean room. "Let's play a bedtime game." She pointed to the big blue rug. "Uh-oh, we're standing on an iceberg and it's sinking. Quick, to our boats." Pipsy scurried to his cage and burrowed under the wood shavings. Herbie pointed to the closet. "My boat is in there," he said, and then he wiggled and wobbled to the closet door. The room got quiet. Then Jess picked up Herbie and put him in her brother's messy room.